Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some Polish Peacekeepers in Europa Universalis 4. Alright, did some stuff between episodes. Was looking around at things like devastation. Was looking around at prosperity. Trying to get my prosperity to be where it needs to be. We were losing prosperity in our primary state because of one stupid province with like 0.8 devastation, so I developed the province just to keep it from ticking down. Because I do think that having 25% local goods produced in 5 provinces with a total of, what is this? 78 development worth of land having more goods produced, that seems pretty important, especially considering that it's got the estuary, we got salt, iron, cloth, and a little bit of grain, but yeah. So anyway, long story short, now we're making 6.5 ducats a month, which is good. We also have like no army and no manpower. We have how many troops altogether? 9. Yeah, that's not very good. And of course now Lithuania trains troops. I don't know what these are. Why are you training these? Why are you suddenly making an army? So we may go to war, we may stay at peace. I'm not really sure. It's like Bohemia's got some serious rebels here. What are these? Silesian separatists? No, they are what? Sicilian heretics? Bollard heretics. At 1.2 war exhaustion. I did decide finally that paying an extra 1.5 ducats a month to maintain these forts is just not going to be something I can afford to do right now. I need the cash so that I can build a defensive fort here. If I don't have this fort, these forts don't really mean much. I can't afford to keep on having this prosperity get taken away from me. Saxony would like to hire troops. I'm probably going to need my men, though. Although, I bet Lithuania could win this war for me. Yeah, actually, I think they could. I'd love to do some looting. Do you think Brandenburg will be upset if I rent out troops to his enemy? Of course not. Why would he be? Brandenburg, how many troops do you have? Got 13k. Of course, he'll be on Tech 5. He's happy. He likes me. Got 3.1 morale on Bohemia. That's not the greatest. We have to manually pay attention to the siege, though, now, to know what's going on up there. What is this? Was that the golden... Was that Muscovy? Muscovy's all the way down here. Oh my god. Dude, you're not supposed to go so close to the water. You're supposed to be afraid of the water. Kazan would be broken by rebels at this point if it weren't for the wars that he's in. War or wars? 1. So far he only has 24 war score. He doesn't actually control Veda Suvar, the one province directly adjacent to him. He's sieged all kinds of other stuff, including the capital, but not the war goal. That's good planning right there. Also just give our troops to Brandenburg. Denmark has entered into a military alliance with Scotland. Okay. So I haven't really attacked in any successful wars, aside from being the Polish Peacekeeper defenders, but we have 250 development now, and I know we don't start with that much. We've gained some, just via integration and doing actual development. Also, I was trying to get the burghers above 75. That was one of the reasons why I did more development, because I'd like to take out a big, juicy amount of stuff. I just need to decide if we're done doing development or not. I mean, 150 Diplo points, it's just so hard to pass up on that. At the very least, taking the cash is something I need to do. Alright, is there any more development that I'd like to do? I'd like to get these provinces that are at 9 development to 10, just for the extra building slot and because it does a lot of good things. for estate, like for institution spread, being at 10, 20, or 30. Those are breakpoints for most of the spread rate. Pretty decent return on the administrative bump here. We're behind time on tech anyway. I think I'm going to do these. No tech and Tarnow. Didn't one of my base stacks migrate from here? It's just grain. I'd really hate to develop. Oh, I clicked twice. Excellent. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm ready to officially be done with the burgers being happy. We're going to take the cash. I guess I'm not going to take the Diplo points right now. Or am I? Well, I'm definitely not if it's only going to be 100. They have a lot of my country, and they don't need all of this land. Yeah, the salt's got good price, but look at all that manpower that's getting autonomied. And the base tax there. Now with the clergy, I don't really want them to gain more influence because they already have a ton. They control a lot of land, and they expect to control a lot of land, so I can't really do much there. We can give them a donation so that the provinces that they do control, we get bonus missionary strength in. That seems pretty reasonable. Considering I have a tendency to piss off my estates anytime I can increase their opinion of me, I think it's a good idea. Okay. Guess we're just gonna have to have the burgers be disloyal for a little while. I need this province back. My former capital. I know that it's got the estuary. It's hard. It's really hard for me to decide. Do I want the trade power when we make so little money from trade? And this was last month's trade income with them being loyal. So it's like, you know, whatever. We make what? 4.22 out of 20.21. We make like 21% of our total country's income from trade. I just don't care. I think I'd rather have the manpower and the base tax at 0% autonomy. Okay, we have no debt, and we're making 3 ducats a month. That's while reinforcing. And I'm strongly considering renting these troops out to whoever's willing to pay for them. As they reinforce, they're willing to pay more and more. Call for Reichsreform just went through. What's Brandenburg doing? Of course he's going to win. I mean, he's willing to give me more and more and more money the more we reinforce. So let's wait a little bit longer. We're only reinforcing 3 of them. Never mind. Take my men. 0.9. What if I gave you a siege leader? Would that be more useful, I think? But he's not willing to pay for them. He wants the pips. Because the war balance looks good. Dude, a siege leader would be super useful for that level 3 fort, man. You have a... he already has +1. Alright, fine. He just wants Jan. He wants the Jan. Quality of troops +100. Let's go devastate some land and make some cash. That is the only army we're hostile to. Okay. Moldavia has Liberty Desire because I rented my entire army out. Cool. Alright, let's send officers again. I turned that off between episodes. Apparently that can't happen. And we'll temporarily subsidize him, and then I'm going to improve relations with him a bit. Did he immediately go back up to 49% again? Alright, fine. I won't divert trade from you. How's that? You can keep your trade. Gosh, he's so finicky. Soldari just got full annexed by Tyrone. Tyrone goes crazy in Ireland every game now. So this is me helping. I'm helping right now. We're making pretty fat loot. 1.5 ducats loot. That's right. Our horses know how to loot. $15 loyalty for 1 unit. Doesn't seem worthwhile. We almost have enough money that I can actually build that fort in Peremyśl. Plus we need a fort in our capital as well at some point. But the Peremyśl defensive terrain one is more important, I think. I don't like how you can't see the loot map mode when you're not at war. Gotta do it manually. 4 uniforms. That's not good. Tyrone's declared another war. What is up with Tyrone? My god. That guy is just going crazy. Alright. We got plenty of people. What? Who the hell is that? That's not a real name. Should probably top off relations with Byzantium. I feel like he's getting kind of low. Alright, let's check though on disputed succession. Still Pomerania, 66. Brandenburg still no heir. When this war ends, I might royal marry him. Be willing to pay the Diplo points for that chance. Don't attach to me, go away. Brunswick's just like, hey, I'm your friend. Can I attach to you, please? You're not my friend, go away. There's not much left in Saxony. Got 1 more month of loot, and then we gotta get out of here. Brittany has declared war upon Provence. Everyone is beating up on Provence, Novgorod, and Ireland in this campaign. And what's this? We got the Lollard Heretics. Crimea pays Muscovy war reps, and they annul their alliance. Which means that, assuming Muscovy actually occupies the war goal, he's technically losing right now. I mean, he's losing to that. Technically. I'm sure he'll occupy that, unless he's got low war enthusiasm for some reason. What is going on here? This is not being occupied anymore? The Livonian Order stop their siege of Lucky? Why? He's working his way up toward Soroka instead. I guess maybe he doesn't have the troops to maintain a six-stack siege, perhaps? That could be it. Gotta do it. Gotta pay for it. Takes 30 months. We need it. We don't need it for the development, like for the army tradition, but... Alright, what's going on with this thing here? What's this all about? Alright, next truce is up with the Teutons in 69. Okay, Poland gets the Nisisua privileges. Stability cost goes down, but tech cost goes up slightly. Or we get 37 magnate regiments rise up in Warsaw. What on earth is a magnate? To be able to raise troops, among them a lot of mercenaries, the king needed money from the Slakta in an effort to solve the monarchy's pressing problems. He had to accept their privileges, implying that the nobility had the right to hold local convention particulares, without which no troops could be raised and no taxes extracted. Well, I don't like tech penalties, but I feel like we could probably afford that a lot better than we can afford, you know, a no manpower battle against 37,000 troops. So, okay. We accept. Sure, whatever you say, boss. I think I took this mission at the beginning of the game. You know what would be great is if you had an extra siege pip. You should have let me hire that guy to you. It'd be nice if he could lend 2 separate generals or 2 separate stacks of condottieri to one country. Alright, there is his army. We should actually fight it. Where is he going? He's probably going to Bamberg. He doesn't have any land that's not occupied. Alright, we'll go do our job, despite having no manpower. Because they have no manpower and no troops either, and we're really strong, so. And he's on Tech 4, of all things. Nice. Dorado jumping in. Jan rolling a 1, this time in the fire phase. Oh my god, he rolled higher in the shock than the fire. That's weird. Okay, well, Lithuania has probably got War Gaussian gone. They do. We have it gone. My minions are loyal. We could seize land from Moldavia again. It's steppe. We could revoke Bender and then have an extra province for the guys. Having a 1-province march seems kind of silly. But I don't have influence ideas, and I'm not the Curia controller, so I can't revoke the march status easily at all. And it's Romanian culture, which is not accepted, but just having another province to give to the Cossacks would be great. I think I might do that. They'll end up losing some troops. Should top off relations with them and make sure that they aren't going to be disloyal first. Economy suffering due to diverted trade. That's right, I forgot they added that modifier. Where was that again? That's under... That's their opinion. Their opinion gets affected by that. Okay. How's that missionary doing? 4.5%? Excellent speed. Want to make sure we get the maximum loot every month because I'm greedy. So the ratio would be bad if I did it right now, but I expect he's going to get rid of probably 1 or 2 troops, and then France has declared war on England. Taking advantage of his rebels, it looks like. Thank you. And that is a 3 base tax province with grapes. But it's steppe, so it's got to go to the Cossacks, always. Oh crap, it's got to be steppe. It can't just be flat terrain. That's right, they get the flat terrain advantage on grasslands, but it has to be steppe. Forgot about that. Oh well. It's still good, I think. Is it the wrong religion as well? Excellent. Okay, well, we'll give it to the clergy then. That actually worked out just fine. And there goes one of his troops, maybe 2 of them. You can intervene in wars between other great powers. So Aragon and France versus England, Portugal, Tyrone. Yeah, I don't think I want to get involved in that war, actually. Brandenburg, still no heir. You guys would have been done with the siege so much longer ago. If you had just allowed me to lend you my 2 siege pip general. Instead, you've been here for over almost a year. Over almost. It's a technical term. I think so far the only time I've ever had any overextension is when I seize land from my own country, my own minions. Diet held has expired. Well, we're gonna have to just do it again. I just have to do everything I can to try to get these guys back to loyal. Pretty much gonna do it for that. 700 days on the castle. 77% on the conversion. Brandenburg has royal marriages with Brunswick and Saxe-Lauenburg. They're both very small. I could definitely get the Union. I'd be the strongest country with 250. Alright, well this is decent. We're making some cash. Not a huge amount, not as much as we were before. I suppose I could chance turning off this fort. The unrest is pretty low. We have Bessarabia blocking the south. My army tradition is going to suffer, but we're at 62.4. That's why I want to keep them on. Every time you can keep those forts on, it just builds so much. A long-term investment. Man, he's got a wall breach, and yet he just cannot seem to finish this siege. Denmark has the Renaissance. Great. Okay. And I forgot to change this edict. This should be... At this point, manpower doesn't make much sense because I did Diplo and base tax development. This is all in the right trade node. Right? Yeah, it's all in our capital node, so I think we do just go for trade power, even though we have no estuary here. Because it's our capital node and it's half price, and it just makes sense. Saxony cedes Wittenberg to Brandenburg. Saxony pays war reps. Saxony annuls their treaties, and they pay cash. And all that stuff happens. Okay, so you are officially at peace. What happens when you die? A noble from House Ascanier succeeds to the throne, which is going to be... Brunswick? No, can't be Brunswick. Gotta be the other royal marriage. Gotta be Saxe-Lauenburg's guy. Okay, let's go over the relationship limit and pick up that thing there. It's a risk. We could lose quite a bit of development, or quite a bit of Diplo points from this, but... I mean, it would end up putting Jagiellon on their throne, which might be kind of stupid, considering that I might not be, and am likely not going to be... God, I'm gonna be an Ascanier soon. Well, but I could force it, right? I could just sack my legitimacy if we end up getting a Jagiellon on the throne. We'll see. We've got 23 support for that. Lüneburg's at 21. Odiev, of all people, is at 19. Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting the Podebrad. Heck, how great would it be if we could get we should go for a Habsburg. That could be very fun. Alright, cool. I am going to take a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the campaign, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one soon. See you in a bit.